Good afternoon, everybody, and happy Saturday. And I can hardly breathe because it is so incredibly cold out right now. But welcome back to the border of Pennsylvania and Delaware. And we are back at Goodwill. I have not been in here in a good long while, but let's go in, let's get out of the cold, and let's see what they have. So as it turns out, all DVDs and Blu-rays with red tags are 75% off. But of course the question is, do I actually need any DVDs or Blu-rays with red tags? Right off the bat, coming across a DVD with a red tag, The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. And believe it or not, I don't have this yet. Yet another red tag DVD, and definitely a title I do not come across very often, the best of primetime Glick. I'm of course picking this up. And you can never go wrong with a bit of Mythbusters. The question is though, am I buying this for the store or for me? I'm actually not sure, but it has a red tag, so I'm gonna get it. Love coming across PVDs, but of course, their titles I already own. And just like that, I do believe this is about it. Some interesting titles, but I'm gonna stick with just the red tags today. And by the way, I'm here with Daniela. Not a bad deal. 4 DVDs for the price of 1. I love 75% off, but man is it cold. So let's get out of this weather and into another Goodwill. And we have made it to our second Goodwill, the Exton, Pennsylvania Goodwill with their crazy prices. Let's see what they got. Well, it would appear I have my work cut out for me. Now this is something I don't come across too often, Stella Season 1. But unfortunately, it looks like the discs are suffering from a bit of disc rot. And speaking of things I don't come across too often, Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken. This is something that's been on my wish list for a little while now. Unfortunately, the disc, of course, is scratched, but at $3, I'm still tempted to buy it. Didn't I just buy this at the last Goodwill? Python and Python 2, what amazing finds! Of course, I already have them, but I might grab them for the store. And believe it or not, I think this might about do it. Plenty of titles to choose from tonight, but not a lot I want to grab. And before we head home and take a look at everything I picked up, there's one last thing I had to get my hands on. After all, I gotta keep that girlish figure. Alright guys, back home from a rather quick and rather, sporadic hunt. I really had no plans on necessarily hunting at all today. Figured I might a little bit, but nothing really worth filming. So as you saw, today I was hanging out with my friend Daniela, who I've not seen in a very long time. A really good friend from college. So we went out, got some dinner, hit up the mall. But on the way back home, we were driving right past the Concord Goodwill, and I've not been in there in a little while, so I figured let's hop in quickly, see what they have, and as we were walking towards the door, I figured, the heck with it, let's get the camera out, let's actually film a bit, bring you guys along for the ride, we'll see what they have, and they actually had a lot of movies. Unfortunately, not really much worth picking up. A few good gems here and there, a lot of stuff that was scratched, and their prices are actually a little bit higher than my normal local Goodwills, which isn't fun. But the good news is, anything in the entire store with a red tag today was 75% off. So, as you can imagine, I went red tag crazy. I started going through all the DVDs that had red tags, seeing what I could find, and I managed to pick up 4 pretty decent titles, so let's see what all I grabbed for 75% off. So first up is a classic Full Metal Jacket. How could I pass up on such a fantastic Stanley Kubrick movie? I kind of feel weird calling this fantastic because pretty much every Stanley Kubrick movie is fantastic. They're all really, really good, including this one of his best. Although maybe I'd say that The Shining is his best. I don't know. What's your favorite Stanley Kubrick movie? Leave a comment down below. But this one here is phenomenal, so had to grab it. Very cool. This is of course a pickup for the store. I have it in my collection a few times over, so awesome find right there. And then I had to grab this because how could I pass up on Mythbusters? Very awesome. I love this show. I am a big, big fan. I have all the seasons and volumes and random releases in my collection. I have a ton of Mythbusters in my collection. I always love picking these up. However, this one I already have, so I am grabbing this for the store as well. Again, it's Mythbusters. Whether I'm grabbing it for me or for the store, it's getting grabbed. I had to pick it up, so very awesome find. Then I cannot believe I don't have this. In fact, before I started filming, I should have double checked, but apparently according to my list on my website, I don't have this. The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. Again, I find that very hard to believe, but apparently I don't have this, so had to grab it. I figured even if I did get home and realize I had it, it would be good for the store, so whether for me or for the store, again, I was going to pick it up, but according to my list, I don't have it, so had to grab it because it's The Simpsons, it's Treehouse of Horror, it's amazing. What a really cool collection of Halloween Simpsons specials. Definitely a must pick up. And then this is really, really amazing. Something I never come across. Well, I've come across once before. I do own this, but it's not something I see very often. In fact, the copy I have took me a very, very, very long time to hunt down. The Best of Primetime Glick. This is fantastic. Martin Short at his best. For those of you who don't know, Primetime Glick was kind of a sort of a fake like talk show in a sense. Martin Short played Jiminy Glick, and he was somebody who interviewed people, and he was playing this character and interviewing these people, but they were kind of real interviews. Like the people sitting on the chair didn't know what questions they were going to be asked. So Martin Short, of course, is asking silly questions, kind of goofing with them, and then as he's like sitting in his chair, he's falling off his chair and doing all kinds of crazy things and trying his hardest to get the guest to crack up laughing, and sometimes it is hilarious. I loved this show. It is extremely underrated in my opinion because Martin Short is just a genius, one of the funniest men alive, and this show was no exception to his genius. It was amazing. I love this show. So for the longest time, I've been trying to hunt this one down. Again, I do have a copy. However, I can't remember if my copy is mint or not. This one here is mint. So I'm going to double check it. If my copy is not mint, I'm keeping this one for myself. I have to have a mint copy of this gem in my collection. So this was a really cool find. So again, whether for the store or for me, I don't know, but it was a must pick up. That was a really, really awesome find. And that was pretty much it for the Concord Goodwill. Again, a lot to pick from, but not really much I wanted due to price and scratches. But red tag stuff in good condition sounded great to me. So I had to pick all those up. Oh, and I forgot to show you. Which one was it? I believe it was... Here it is. This is the best part. Me and my friend Daniela were freaking out. Inside the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror was a sticker for Y100. This here, is there a date on here? Please be a date on here. Well, it expires in 2003, whatever it is. It's a coupon for something. This is cool. This is a radio station that used to be in the area, and for like at least 2 decades-ish, they were huge. I mean, this was a big rock station in the Philadelphia area until they got bought out by another rock station, and then that rock station put this rock station out of business. They said, well, we don't want to compete with ourselves. Y100 is no more. So very cool and very, I don't know, kind of nostalgic for me to come across this. And as Daniela has also lived in this area for a very long time, she was pretty excited and freaking out by this as well. In fact, come to think of it, I might just give this to her. So next time I see her, maybe this will be in her hand, because I think she would appreciate this more than I would. What am I going to do with the sticker? I don't know. She loved it, so I should give that to her. Anyway, all right, so that was it for, again, the Concord Goodwill. But then, since on the way back home, once again, we drove past yet another Goodwill, where were we? The Exton, Pennsylvania Goodwill. I'm still cold. My brain is still like frozen. It is really crazy outside. So since we were driving right past there, I figured let's stop in there as well. Now, I was a little hesitant on going in there because this coming Wednesday is actually 50% off at Goodwill Day. Stay tuned for that. I'm excited. And I was planning on hitting up the Exton, Pennsylvania Goodwill. And now I'm kind of glad I actually went in there today, because even though, once again, just like the Concord Goodwill, they had a huge stock of movies, there wasn't really all that much to pick from. Again, lots of scratches. The Exton, Pennsylvania is pretty well overpriced, so there was that to compete with, and the fact that they just did not have a lot I wanted to grab for me or for the store, but I still managed to find 3 titles I had to pick up. So the first title I grabbed here, for me, this is a really cool find, was Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken. This is a Disney movie I never come across. It's just one of those things I see on VHS a lot, but not on DVD. So very, very cool find. I have this one on VHS, so I am picking this up to replace my VHS copy. Although I will probably still hold on to that VHS copy, only because this, unfortunately, is not mint. Now, it's not bad. It's got a ton of fingerprints, but the scratches, they don't look too bad. I'm sure this will play just fine, but until I know for absolutely sure, gonna hold on to that VHS copy. But regardless, scratches and all, sometimes you just gotta say, the heck with it. I'm going to buy it because it was, again, kind of rare in my opinion. Not something I see too often. So I had to grab that. And then this is cool. For the store, I picked up Python and Python 2. Again, 2 titles I own in my collection. These movies are great. They're cheesy, they're ridiculous, they're goofy, but man, are they a lot of fun. I really do enjoy these movies. If you're like me and you love just crazy like creature feature type movies or giant killer animal movies like Orca or what else was there? Lake Placid, you know, one of those type of movies. If that's your thing, you're gonna love the Python movies. They are great. So could not pass up on these for the store. Really, really cool finds in my opinion. And there you go. That is it. That is everything I picked up today. So some decent finds, but unfortunately, nothing too crazy. Not a huge haul. But for a sporadic impromptu hunt that I really had not planned on at all, I guess pretty good. So, all right, guys, there you go. That is it. Hope you enjoyed this kind of very quick video, but sometimes that's the way it goes. So, all right, guys, again, that is it. So, as always, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Also, if you want to see a brand new video from me every single day, hit that subscribe button and you're going to get one. Also, be sure to check out Patreon where you can help support the show. The simple donation of $1 a month really does help out, goes a long way, goes right back into these videos, and it does gain you early access on most of my videos as well. well. Also, be sure to check out Spreadshirt, where you can grab yourself many designs of Cinema Sickness t-shirts, hats, hoodies, buttons, all kinds of other cool Cinema Sickness gear. Again, proceeds help the show. And as always, most importantly, check out the Cinema Sickness store on Instagram, where you can pick up all kinds of awesome media like some of the stuff you guys saw today. Links to everything can be found down below in the description of this video. So again, that is it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Okay guys, so Daniela here has never had a Cinnabon before. I'm not kidding, never. I don't know what rock she's been living underneath, but she hasn't had one, and she just bought one, so. All right, take a bite. She's a newbie.
Very good.
Best Cinnabon you've ever, best Cinnabon you've ever had? Best cinnamon roll you've ever had?
Definitely.